friends, it's Maria Robinson, Stamping Simply with Maria. Thank you so much for joining me today. In today's card tutorial, I'm going to be featuring the Fresh as a Daisy Designer Series paper, the stamp set, and the dies. You can purchase this as a suite for $73.50, or you can purchase the products individually. If you purchase the stamp set and the dies, you save 10%. And it also comes with the Designer Series paper. It comes with 12 sheets, 6 designs, 2 of each sheet, and it comes with these beautiful enamel dots. They're in lemon lolly, boho blue, and copper clay. Copper clay and boho blue are 2 of the new in colors. Lemon lolly is a new color, although I think it's a returning color. Not sure about that. But we're going to be featuring the Designer Series paper as the base of the card. And let me just go through the beautiful papers. They have this watercolor finish with these beautiful daisies on it. We have some greenery here, blue sky. Then we have some moody mauve speckled with some bubble bath. And then we have a little copper clay with white daisies. And also some pretty peacock and lost lagoon sprinkled in there. Then we have some garden green with basic white, crushed curry, early espresso. And then this last piece is the one I'm going to be using to make the cards with. So as you notice, it's got these lines, so it's got these little squares that you can just cut out, and it makes it very easy to make cards with. So let me just show you 2 of the cards that I had already made using that paper. On this one here, I use this piece right down here, and basically you just cut on the lines. Now I found the easiest way to cut this was to cut along this line first, and then after that you have some, you keep going on the straight line. So you cut that first, then you cut this one next, then you can cut this one next, and then you just cut down here and on this one over here. So pretty easy, but it makes so easy for your base. As you see, I used basic white for my card base. Then I layered it with wild wheat and this piece right here. And then I just added a simple sentiment. Very easy. Took me like 5 minutes to make that. On this one here, I did a little more stamping on it and a little more die cutting. I used this piece down here. It's got the blue sky, and then you've got this sandy beach, or, it could be like a meadow, I guess, right? So I stamped some birds on here, and the birds are from the On the Ocean stamp set, which is still available in the new catalog. And for the grasses, I used Oceanfront, which is still available in the new catalog. And then these little sprigs here were cut using the dies from the Cheerful Daisies. So really cool. And also the sentiment and the tag that I cut out were from the Cheerful Daisies. So very easy to make. So we're going to do that today. I have most of my pieces are already cut out. I thought we would start with the boho blue base. Set these aside here. And this is going to come together very easily, as I said. I've got it scored already. I've got a piece of boho blue. It's 5.5 by 8.5. And I have it scored down the middle at 4 1/4. So we're just going to fold this in half. And I'll burnish it with my bone folder. Make sure I get a nice crease. Then next, I'm just going to add this layer right on top of that. Nothing else. Don't even need a layer underneath it. And the, oh, I did forget to go over what the back sides look like. They have this watercolor type wash on the back. You know, again with the coordinating colors. Let me add this to my card front, and then I will grab the pack and show that to you, so you can see the back sides. Oops, I moved that a little bit too much. And that's why I use the liquid glue, so I can easily take it off and put it back on when it doesn't go on straight. All right, there we go. All right, let me grab those papers again, and I'll show you what the back sides. So we have Pebbled Path, which is a new in color. We have Lost Lagoon, and this is Lost Lagoon, Pretty Peacock, and Garden Green speckled. Aren't they pretty though? Wild Wheat, which is a new color. Boho Blue, which is also a new in color. Then we have Copper Clay, which is a new in color. And Moody Mauve, which is a new in color. So aren't they pretty? They're very soft and earthy type colors. I like earthy. All right, so that is that. Let me close this glue up. And next what I want to do is I want to take one of the daisy stamps here, and this is going to be on the inside layer. And this is like a two-step stamping for the daisy. Let me just grab my Stampin' Pierce mat here, because I'm using photopolymer. I want to have a little cushion. And this is going to be a horizontal card, so I want to make sure that my cardstock, my daisy, is stamped correctly, so it's not going crooked. Put this other one on the block. And then we've got a leaf here. I'll put that on this smaller block. Yes, okay, good. So I'm going to do that in the Boho Blue. I always get confused. Let's see, this is the... I'm going to stamp these on the... what is this? Scrap paper here first. Okay, I think this is the more solid piece. Yes. Okay, good. So I want this to be lighter. So we're going to stamp that off once. And I'm going to stamp it on down in this corner. And I want to leave a little bit of space so I could put a leaf in there. So, and then this one, I'm going to stamp full strength. Just make sure I've got it going the right way. It kind of goes like so. And then press down. Perfect. I see that I got a little blue smudged on my card base. Thinking that might get covered up when I put a sentiment in there. So I'm going to just leave it alone rather than trying to mess around with it. And then for my leaf, I will stamp it in Garden Green. I'll probably come off the page a little. Go right about there. And put another one down in this little corner over here, like so. Perfect. Let's close this up. And then I'll add this to the inside of the card. And then we'll cut out a sentiment piece for the card front. Put that down, add some dimensionals, maybe a little twine, and we'll call this card done. And you could decorate the inside any way you want. If you want to just write a sentiment in here, you can do that. All right, let's do that. Okay. Let me get a piece of white scrap here. And take out our little label here. I'm only going a piece that's big enough to cut the label out. I think this is fine. I think that works. All right, we'll use our little mini here. I love that I could just leave that on my desk and I don't have to put it on and off. And another plate. And I find with the mini though, you do want to off center the piece, the plates. So, you know, you don't want to line them up. Get that out of the way. If I could get another one here while we're at it. Looks like I can. All right, so we'll do that again. So we'll have the piece for our second card cut while I have this out. Somehow I feel like I'm doing this wrong. I don't know why. There we go. So now we have the second piece done. Put this aside. And we are going to use Wishing You the Brightest Birthday. Piercing that again, and I'm going to stamp this in the copper clay this time. I'm going to stamp it here first, make sure it's on straight, and we'll stamp it down on this. So, okay. I'll close this up so I don't stick my fingers in it. And we'll put this on with some dimensionals. 3 should do it. I think we should add it here, here. We'll add it down here. I'm going to add it right to the edge there. And let's see, I will put on some of these solid gems here. Let's see, my take your pick tool here. Put a medium-sized one. About here, maybe. You know what? Actually, I'm going to use the boho blue because the other one just blends in a little too well, and I didn't want it to get lost here. We'll add a big one up here maybe. And we'll put another little one down here. Okay. That side there. I don't want them to get too far because I'm going to use them again. And let's get some twine out. So the twine comes in a pack of 5. I just threw extras in here, but it's your basic colors. I just want to take a little bit. And then you can just trim it down. Make it as big or as small as you want. I think that should be good. We'll put that right there. Add that with a glue dot, which I have right here someplace. Ah, here they are. Okay. So what I like to do is I like to add the glue dot, and then I put the ribbon on top. Just makes it easier, I think. I'll roll that up just a little bit because it is bigger than the bow is. Like so. And then you just kind of, play around with it. I think I need to just trim them a little bit more here. There we go. And that's the first one. All right, let's do the second one now. We'll put this aside. All right, so our next one we're going to do in Bubble Bath. Isn't that a fun name for a color? I would love to know who picks out these names. They must have a really fun job doing that. All right, so again, same basic card base, 5.5 by 8.5, scored at 4 1/4. All right, we'll just fold this in half here. And we'll burnish that. A nice clean edge. And again, I'm going to do a horizontal card. But I may be trimming this down just a tad, the designer paper. Because I want to make it just a little bit shorter. I think give a little white space. All right. And then what I'm going to do with this is I'm going to add it on the sides. So we're going to cut it in half. Let's just measure it. That's 2 inches. So we're going to cut it down at 1 inch. And while I have this out, I'm going to trim just a little bit off the bottom. Right now it's 4 inches, so I think I want to just go down to 3 15/16. And then trim that down just a little bit more, so we have 3 7/8. Well, that's interesting. My score blade just popped out of there. I'll have to look for that later. All right, let me put this down first. So this basic white is cut at 4 inches by 5 1/4. Just going to layer this on top. And then I'm going to add these to the back here. So I'm just going to add a little glue here. And do the same on the other side. Just going to center that. So. There. And we'll do the same with this one here. that, and then we'll put that here, just like so. All right. I'm trying to get equal spacing all around. Isn't that pretty? And just so easy. Just, you know, use that designer series paper to let that do all the work for you. All right, we're going to stamp the same sentiment, only we're going to use garden green for this one. Set that aside now. All right, let's see. So, I think for this one, I want to put that here. Or do we want to go up here? I think I want to put this up here. Okay. All right, my dimensionals. We'll put a few dimensionals here. And if you're interested in purchasing any of these products and you do not have an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, I would love to earn your business. My contact information along with my website you can find under the video in the description below. Oh, I just found my score blade. Put that aside. All right, so let's add this to the top here, like so. And I'm going to add, for this one, I'm going to add some Pearl Basic Jewels. Put these right down here. Let's do 3. 1, 2. Oops, get that off. Sometimes the putty comes out too far, which I think that's what's happened here. And now all right, there we go. My little pearl got stuck on the putty. I got some putty on there too. Okay, and one more right down here. Okay. And again, I'm going to add a little twine to the, oh goodness, my fingers are all sticky. Got a little haircut there. And all right, here they are. I was looking for my glue dots again. No, that should go down here maybe. I want to put the bow down there. Make it look like it's tied around the bunch of daisies. Let's roll that up a little. And we'll add the bow. Cut it just a little more. One side is longer than the other. And that's it. Very pretty, I think. And so easy to make. Just by using one sheet of Designer Series paper. What's on there? Huh? The backing for the glue dot was still on the card. So just by using that one sheet of Designer Series paper, I'm going to show you that again. You can cut it down and you can get, let's see, there's 3, 6, 9, there's 10 pieces. You could make 10 cards just by this one piece, or you could mix and match some of the pieces. Here's the other pieces I have, which I will make cards with later on. And if you're interested, you can go check them out on my Facebook group page, which is Stamping Simply. So, gang, I hope you enjoyed these 2 cards that I shared with you today. Give it a try. If you have this set, definitely give it a try. It's so easy, makes really quick cards. If you don't have the set and you'd like to order it from me, please click the link in the description below the video. That will take you to my website. You can place an order there. If you ever need help or have any questions regarding any products, feel free to contact me. I'd be more than happy to help you. Gang, thanks again for stopping by and for watching another video. I enjoy reading your comments. Please be sure to leave me some. Give me a thumbs up. It helps me grow my channel. Until next time, happy stamping. Bye.